The first bit you're going to want to be learning is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. So either way, you're going to be in +3 on block. It's really, really good, and it's quick to get into those flamingo stands. As you can, there's all kinds of different ways to get into flamingo stance, but those moves, all the moves to go into a flamingo stance would be more of an intermediate tutorial. That would be too much for one person to be able to deal with. Yeah, you got your 1, 2, 3, your 1, 2, 4. Actually, even look. I don't have a frame data sheet up or anything. This is my notes. Copied them down as I figured them out. I have your 4, 3 forward. This one's tricky. This is -5, and for a move that goes into his flamingo, that's not really good. However, if you can figure out how to use it in combos, that's kind of where kind of comes into play better. That one's -5. It's really good, especially if your opponent knows the next hit's coming. I believe those both by themselves are about the same. It's -6 with the extra hit, -5 without it, so it's not really any different. You have your forward 2, which is Rusty Knight. This one's actually really good. It's -2 on block, and as you guys can see, if I sidestep toward the foreground, you can actually see him sidestepping. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. Trying to be quicker, if you tap towards the background, you'll do it a lot faster. I figure. I'm trying to do this. I did this earlier, as well as down forward 2, down forward 4. My bad. It's more of an advanced thing, honestly. But get the idea. You can get different outcomes if you learn how to do stuff like that. Forward 4 by itself is a really good move. It is a high, so that's a downfall, but it's +12 on block. So there's nothing they can do about it. Have your forward 1 +2. This is -9. The reason I wanted to bring it up is because I don't really see many Hwoarang users using it. It's a very, very good counter hit launch. That's -9 on block. So I'd say after doing that, I would probably duck if they blocked it. Otherwise, it's a really good move. Or just block. This move, I have actually 2 variations, so it's 2 different button inputs, but they're typically the same move, which is down forward 1 and down forward 1 +2. They have the same frame startup. The difference between the two is the down forward 1, it has shorter range, but it's neutral on block. It means it's 0. Whereas your down forward 1 +2 is -2 on block, but it has more of a range. Good for kind of getting in your opponent's face. I tend to do stuff like this a lot, actually. It's a quick way to get out of right foot forward too. Both of them are. then you have down 3-4, which down 3-4 by itself actually plus 12, plus 12 on block. However, if the low hits, the high is going to hit no matter what, because it's a natural combo. You can actually do this from 3 out of 4 of his stances. You do this from left foot forward. You do this from right foot forward. You do this from left flamingo stance. You can't do this in right flamingo stance. Don't try to do it, or else you'll probably hate it. And then the last move from his left foot forward is his down forward 4. It's that homing move I showed you guys earlier. Is -8 on block. So that's not too bad. Again, has enough pushback to kind of like not really a lot, but has enough to kind of tell him to back off. And it does kind of knock him back on counter, which if you're against the wall, that is an amazing feature. Get the idea. So the next bit of moves is going to be from his right foot forward stance. His first move is going to be your 2-4 forward. I was going to put this down as another set of moves that I would want you guys to learn, but this is more of an intermediate string to learn if you're trying to string a bunch of stuff together. I thought it was a beginner string, but I tried to show a beginner and it took him forever to figure it out. But this is really good for continuing pressure and plus frames. 2-4 by itself is -7, so ultimately it's not that bad. But the 2-4 forward is +7. Like, I'll even show you the difference. So I'm hitting 2-4 at the same time, at the same pace, not changing anything. I'm gonna hit 2-4. I'm gonna hit. Here, trying to get this. Same pace. If it's holding forward, it's an entirely different speed. That's how you can tell the difference. Our next move is going to be our 2 back 4. This one's -8, but with that pushback, I don't really care. It is both highs, so keep that in mind. But with one of these next moves I'm going to be showing here fairly soon, I'll show you why that's such a valuable move, on top of the fact that it's a string. You have your 3-4, which is +10 on block. And it puts you in right flamingo stance pretty much right away. I'm not going to lie, I probably spend most of my game time in a right stance, I'm not going to lie. So to put yourself in one of those stances, if you want to be more aggressive, want to be more of an aggressive fighter, probably be better. Have his forward 3, which is the same concept as his forward 4, but same thing. It's +12, same movement, same everything. It's +12 on block, so the frame data should be in your favor. The only problem is that it is a high, so I would say switch between forward 3 and 3-4. Especially if you notice them blocking a lot more, or ducking a lot more, I should say. Then you have your down forward 4 forward. Down forward 4 forward. This is a really good mid poke, I honestly think. It has decent range. And it's -7 by itself, but it's +7 on block. So that's not too bad. Our next move is down back 3-3. Be careful with this move because a lot of people do tend to duck it a lot. However, if you do counter hit, it is a launcher. So that's why I think it's really, really important to learn. Because this move by itself will get you a lot of combo. That is back 2 from right foot forward. This one not only has that back the hell up factor in it, but it's +2 on block. And then you have his forward, 4-3. This move is the shit. I would not whip this out every 10 seconds, but this move is cheap as hell and broken as hell. I'm going to show you guys. I can do this all day long. You have this super mega awesome dude who knows how to block everything in my Hwoarang's path. Do it right, you can get a free forward 3 and then forward 2+3. There's a grab, which we'll get into later. You can also get 2 back 4, which I mentioned earlier. You can do 2-3 as well, but the reason I like 2 back 4 because of that giant damage increase between the 2 hits. That's why I prefer that one. On top of the fact, that it wall splats. They're against the wall. And the other one does not. Doesn't wall splat. So there's 2 reasons right there why the other move is better. However, if by chance you do manage to get the other one, trying to get this. It's hard to do with being so close. But the idea is that back 3 is a counter hit launch. I can't really show you. Oops. So that's really good, and that's +17 on block. I don't know how, but it is. Next, you have your left flamingo stance. I would strongly actually recommend this one by itself, just because it's +5 on block. There's also your regular 2, which is just like that forward 2 from left flamingo or right foot forward, except it's still -2. It's just from left flamingo stance. And it's really good for getting that mid poke in there, continuing pressure. As you can see. And then you have his forward 3. This is +3 on block. I like this move because you can literally go back and forth between these moves, get the same frame data out of them. And if they happen to try to hit you at the wrong time, this move by itself is a counter hit launch. Which if you know what you're doing, have is down